Listen, everybody. Imagine waking up every morning with a constant ache running through your body, a pain that feels like it's woven into your very nerves. You reach for a pill, hoping it will dull the discomfort, only to find that it's temporary. The truth is, most approaches to nerve pain only mask the problem. They treat the symptom, not the root cause. But what if I told you that real relief begins not with medications, not with surface level treatments, but at the very cellular level where the pain originates? Every nerve in your body is made up of countless cells working together to transmit signals, repair damage, and maintain balance. When these cells are stressed, inflamed, or undernourished, the signals they send can become chaotic, resulting in the burning, tingling, or stabbing sensations that you feel. Understanding this is the first step toward reclaiming your life from chronic pain. The body is not a machine to be silenced with pills. It's a living network of intelligence that communicates through its cells. By supporting these cells, you give your nerves a chance to function properly, heal naturally, and reduce the abnormal firing that causes pain. At the cellular level, inflammation is the key player in nerve pain. Tiny immune cells designed to protect your body can overreact, creating an environment of constant irritation around the nerves. This inflammation disrupts communication between nerve cells, making ordinary sensations feel unbearable. Most medications only quiet the message temporarily. They don't calm the cellular environment. To truly fix nerve pain, you need to address this inflammation at its source. This can be done through nutrition that reduces oxidative stress, targeted movement that enhances cellular repair, and interventions that balance the nervous system. Every bite of food, every breath you take, every choice you make either feeds the problem or fuels the solution. Think of your nerves as electrical wires. If the insulation is damaged or the current is misfiring, no matter how often you flip the switch, the light will flicker. By restoring the environment around the nerves, repairing the myelin sheath, and reducing oxidative stress, you stabilize the signal and restore proper function naturally. Many people underestimate the power of cellular health. You might think, I'll never be free of this pain because pills have become your first line of defense. But pills are a temporary fix, not a cure. True transformation begins when you shift your focus inward toward what your body can do when given the right tools. Nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids, B vitamins, and antioxidants are not just supplements. They're cellular fuel. They repair nerve cells, reduce inflammation, and restore communication pathways. Movement, even gentle stretching or targeted exercises, stimulates the production of neurotrophic factors, chemicals that promote nerve growth and repair. Stress management is equally crucial. High stress levels release cortisol, which accelerates inflammation and interferes with nerve healing. Your daily mindset and habits either sabotage your recovery or accelerate it. By consciously choosing nutrition, movement, and stress reduction, you create an environment where your nerves can actually heal rather than just hide the pain. Pain has a way of taking over your identity. It convinces you that you are limited, that life is smaller than it used to be, that joy is out of reach. But the human body is capable of remarkable repair when it is treated with respect at the cellular level. Every cell in your body has the potential to recover if it's given the right conditions, proper oxygenation, adequate nutrients, and relief from toxic stress. Inflammation, oxidative stress, and nutrient deficiencies are the hidden enemies of your nerve cells, and by tackling them directly, you begin to shift the trajectory of your pain. Think about it, your body has survived centuries of evolution, endured injuries, and adapted to harsh environments. Chronic nerve pain is not a life sentence. It's a signal, a call to action. And the action begins inside, where you have more power than any pill can provide. Another critical factor is blood flow. Nerves depend on a rich supply of oxygen and nutrients delivered by your circulatory system. When circulation is compromised, nerves become weak, more sensitive, and prone to pain signals. Simple practices like improving posture, staying active, and performing circulation-friendly movements can dramatically improve nerve function at the cellular level. The body is responsive. It reacts to consistent, intelligent care. Each step you take to improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and nourish cells compounds over time. Habits that may seem small today can have profound effects on your nerve health in the weeks and months ahead. Many people fall into the trap of seeking a quick fix, believing that the next pill, the next injection, or the next therapy will finally end the suffering. The truth is, you already possess the tools within you. Cellular repair, nerve regeneration, and inflammation reduction are not fantasies. They are biological realities. Every healthy choice, every moment of conscious care strengthens the network of cells that control your sensations. Your body is capable of profound recovery, but it requires your awareness and commitment. If you invest in your cells invest in you. They repair, regenerate, and stabilize the nerves so that you experience life without constant interruptions from pain. Pain also changes the way you move, the way you sleep, and the way you think. Chronic nerve pain often leads to fear of movement, avoidance behaviors, and emotional stress. But all of these consequences feed back into the cellular environment, creating a cycle of worsening pain. Breaking this cycle requires intentional interventions at the cellular level, anti-inflammatory nutrition, gentle but consistent movement, stress reduction techniques, and adequate restorative sleep. Your nerve cells thrive when they are nourished and supported. They deteriorate when neglected or overloaded. Recovery is not magic, it's methodical. Each intervention builds upon the next, slowly restoring balance and function. You might ask, can cellular level healing really work when I've tried everything else? The answer is yes, because most treatments fail not because healing is impossible, but because they bypass the fundamental needs of the nerve cells. Your body knows how to heal. Your nerves know how to repair themselves. The challenge is giving them the right environment to do it. Think of it like planting a garden. You can't expect flowers to bloom in dry, nutrient-poor soil. You need water, and light, and proper care. The same principle applies to your nerves. When inflammation is reduced, blood flow is optimized, and nutrients are provided, your nerves can begin to regenerate. You can regain sensations of normalcy, comfort, and freedom that may have felt lost. Ultimately, healing at the cellular level requires patience, consistency, and belief in your body's capacity to recover. It means shifting your focus from temporary relief to long-term restoration. It means understanding that pain is not just a surface problem, it's a cellular problem. When you address it there, the results are profound. You regain control over your life, your movements, and your sense of well-being. You no longer have to live in a constant state of fear or dependence on pills. Each small, intentional action you take compounds into meaningful change. Your nerves are not beyond repair. They are waiting for you to give them what they need. Recovery is a journey, not a single moment. The steps you take today, nutritional choices, movement, stress management, cellular support are the foundation for lasting relief. Chronic nerve pain has stolen enough from your life. It's time to return that power to yourself, to work with your body rather than against it, and to create the conditions where your nerves can thrive. You don't need another temporary fix. You need a cellular level solution that restores the root of the problem, empowers your nervous system, and allows you to reclaim life with strength, confidence, and freedom. True relief from nerve pain begins not with masking symptoms, but by addressing the underlying causes at the cellular level. Most people instinctively reach for a pill, hoping that it will temporarily silence the pain signals running through their body. And while medications can dull the discomfort for a short period, they do not repair the damage that lies at the heart of the issue. Pain, especially nerve pain, is not merely a sensation to be subdued. It is a signal from the body telling you that something is out of balance. Something at a deeper cellular level needs attention. Every nerve in your body is composed of billions of tiny cells that work together to transmit signals, maintain communication, and repair themselves when needed. When these cells are under stress, inflamed, or deprived of nutrients, the communication between them becomes faulty, resulting in sensations of burning, tingling, numbness, or stabbing pain. Understanding this fundamental principle is critical because treating a symptom without addressing the source is like painting over a rusted wall. It may look better temporarily, but the decay continues beneath the surface. At the core of nerve pain is inflammation. The immune system, which is meant to protect the body, can sometimes become overactive and cause inflammation in the tissues surrounding nerves. This inflammatory response disrupts the normal functioning of nerve cells and alters the signals they send to the brain. When inflammation is chronic, nerves become hypersensitive and overreact to stimuli that would normally be harmless. Pills can temporarily block these signals, but they cannot calm the inflammatory environment that triggers them in the first place. The most effective way to restore normal nerve function is to focus on reducing this inflammation at its source. This can be achieved through dietary choices that minimize oxidative stress, targeted movement to stimulate cellular repair, and interventions that support nervous system balance. Every decision you make, from the foods you eat to how you manage stress, directly affects the health of your nerve cells. Cells need proper nourishment to function optimally. Essential nutrients such as B vitamins, omega-3 fatty acids, magnesium, and antioxidants are not just supplements. They are the building blocks that your nerve cells require for repair and communication. Without them, the cells struggle to transmit signals effectively, and pain becomes more persistent and severe. In addition to nutrition, cellular repair is stimulated through movement. When you engage in gentle exercises, stretching, or activities that enhance circulation, you improve the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to nerve cells, while also facilitating the removal of toxic byproducts that contribute to pain. Regular movement signals the body that the nerves are safe, encouraging repair and regeneration. Stress is another critical factor that directly impacts nerve health. When the body is in a constant state of stress, it releases cortisol and other stress hormones that exacerbate inflammation and impair cellular function. Chronic stress creates a hostile environment for nerve cells, slowing their ability to repair themselves and maintain proper signaling. By incorporating stress reduction techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or mindfulness, you create a calmer internal environment in which nerve cells can recover. This is why treating nerve pain solely with medication often fails in the long term. The cellular environment remains toxic, inflamed, and overstimulated, preventing true healing. Another key aspect of fixing nerve pain at the source is repairing the structural integrity of the nerves themselves. Nerve cells are wrapped in a protective sheath called myelin, which ensures that electrical signals travel efficiently. When the myelin is damaged, signals misfire, creating sensations of pain, numbness, or weakness. Medications do not repair this sheath, but addressing the problem at the cellular level can. By supplying nutrients that support myelin production and reducing inflammation that damages the sheath, nerve cells are able to restore proper communication. This is why focusing on the root cause rather than just the symptom is so powerful. It addresses the malfunction at its origin rather than temporarily silencing the warning signal. Many people make the mistake of thinking that pain is something to be endured or hidden. They believe that constant reliance on medication is the only option, but in reality, the body is capable of remarkable repair when given the right conditions. Healing at the cellular level requires a combination of anti-inflammatory nutrition, targeted movement, stress management, and adequate oxygenation and circulation. Every choice you make feeds the cells either positively or negatively. It is not just about eliminating the discomfort temporarily. It is about restoring the natural function of the nervous system, allowing it to transmit signals correctly without constant interference from inflammation or cellular dysfunction. Understanding nerve pain at this level also empowers you to take control. Pain often makes people feel helpless, dependent on external interventions, and trapped in a cycle of suffering. But once you recognize that your nerve cells are capable of repair and regeneration, the sense of helplessness fades. You begin to see that you have the tools to change your internal environment, reduce inflammation, and improve cellular function, thereby reducing pain naturally. This is a paradigm shift from treating a symptom to enabling true healing, and it transforms not only your physical experience, but also your mindset about what is possible. It is also important to remember that cellular level healing is not instantaneous. Nerve repair takes time, and consistency is critical. Daily habits, nutritional choices, movement routines, and stress management practices accumulate to create the conditions in which nerve cells can thrive. The effects are gradual but profound, resulting in sustained relief and improved overall function. Pain that once seemed permanent begins to diminish as the cellular environment improves, signaling to the body that healing is possible. In short, the foundation of addressing nerve pain lies in understanding and supporting the very cells that constitute your nervous system. Pills may offer temporary relief, but real recovery begins when inflammation is reduced, nutrients are provided, and cells are given the proper environment to function and repair. When the body's natural mechanisms are supported, nerve cells can communicate correctly, repair damaged structures, and reduce the abnormal firing that creates pain. By shifting focus from symptom management to root cause healing at the cellular level, you open the door to long-lasting relief, renewed mobility, and a life no longer dictated by chronic nerve pain. Supporting cellular health through lifestyle choices is the cornerstone of lasting relief from nerve pain. Most people underestimate how profoundly their daily habits impact the function and repair of their nerve cells. Every meal, every movement, every breath, and every moment of stress or relaxation influences the cellular environment. Nerve cells are not isolated entities. They are highly responsive living systems that thrive when their basic needs are met and deteriorate when neglected. To truly heal from nerve pain, the focus must shift from temporary fixes like pills to creating a lifestyle that actively nourishes, repairs, and supports the nervous system. Nutrition is one of the most powerful tools at your disposal. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, B vitamins, magnesium, antioxidants, and essential minerals act as the building blocks for nerve repair. They reduce inflammation, stabilize nerve signaling, and provide the energy cells need to regenerate. Conversely, diets high C, GHN processed foods, sugars, and unhealthy fats promote oxidative stress, damage nerve cells, and worsen pain. Each bite you take either feeds the healing process or fuels the dysfunction. Over time, consistent nutrient-rich choices create an environment in which your nerve cells can communicate clearly, repair damaged structures, and resist the chronic irritation that leads to pain. Movement is equally critical in supporting cellular health. Many people living with nerve pain avoid activity, fearing it will worsen their symptoms, but this is a misconception. Gentle, purposeful movement stimulates circulation, bringing oxygen and nutrients directly to the nerve cells. It also encourages the release of neurotrophic factors, which are specialized proteins that support nerve growth, repair, and maintenance. Stretching, walking, yoga, or targeted physical therapy exercises can dramatically enhance nerve function when practiced consistently. Each movement sends a signal to your body. Your nervous system is safe, supported, and capable of repair. Over time, these small, deliberate actions improve cellular function, reduce inflammation, and restore balance to the nerves. Avoiding movement, on the other hand, deprives cells of essential nutrients and oxygen, allowing inflammation and pain to persist. Stress management is another essential component of supporting cellular health. Chronic stress triggers the release of cortisol and other stress hormones, which interfere with the body's ability to repair cells and maintain optimal nerve function. Stress not only heightens the perception of pain, but also creates an inflammatory environment around nerve cells, making them more sensitive and prone to dysfunction. Incorporating daily practices that reduce stress, such as meditation, deep breathing exercises, mindfulness, or even brief periods of focused relaxation directly impact nerve health at the cellular level. When the mind is calm, the body follows, allowing nerve cells to focus on repair and optimal function rather than being trapped in a state of chronic stress and inflammation. Sleep is another vital lifestyle factor that directly influences cellular repair. During deep restorative sleep, the body produces growth factors and proteins that repair nerve cells and support healthy communication within the nervous system. Sleep deprivation or poor sleep quality prevents this natural repair process, leaving nerves vulnerable to dysfunction and persistent pain. Prioritizing sleep hygiene, creating a restful environment, and maintaining a consistent sleep schedule provide nerve cells with the time and resources they need to heal. When cellular repair processes are allowed to run unhindered during sleep, the nervous system can reset, reducing the abnormal signals that generate chronic pain. Hydration and circulation also play a critical role in maintaining nerve health. Nerve cells require a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients delivered via the bloodstream. Poor circulation starves cells of what they need, slowing repair and promoting hypersensitivity. Simple lifestyle practices like staying active, performing light exercises that enhance blood flow, and staying hydrated ensure that nerve cells receive consistent nourishment and can efficiently remove metabolic waste. Each of these steps supports the cellular environment, reduces inflammation, and strengthens the resilience of the nervous system. Lifestyle choices also extend to habits that reduce exposure to toxins or substances that harm nerve cells. Excess alcohol, smoking, and exposure to environmental pollutants can damage nerves and compromise cellular function. Choosing a lifestyle that minimizes these risks further supports the health of nerve cells. Your body has remarkable intelligence. It can repair, adapt, and regenerate when the conditions are right. Each conscious choice, whether it's selecting a nutrient-dense meal, taking a walk, practicing mindfulness, or sleeping well, compounds over time to create a foundation where nerve cells can thrive. Consistency is the key to supporting cellular health. One day of good nutrition or exercise is helpful, but not enough to create lasting change. Nerve cells require ongoing support to reduce inflammation, repair damage, and restore proper signaling. When lifestyle interventions are practiced consistently, they build on one another, amplifying their effects. Over weeks and months, this results in measurable improvements in nerve function, reduced pain perception, and enhanced quality of life. By contrast, sporadic efforts fail to create a stable environment for cellular repair, and pain persists. Understanding the connection between lifestyle and cellular health empowers you to take control of your recovery. Many people feel powerless in the face of nerve pain because they rely solely on external solutions like medication. While medication may provide temporary relief, it does not create the internal conditions necessary for healing. By consciously supporting your cells, you harness your body's natural ability to regenerate. You transform your daily routines from passive habits into active healing strategies. Each choice becomes an investment in nerve function, resilience, and long-term relief. Ultimately, supporting cellular health through lifestyle choices is about reclaiming control and giving your nervous system the tools it needs to heal naturally. It's about understanding that your body is not just reacting to external treatments, but is actively capable of repair when nurtured properly. Nutrition, movement, stress management, sleep, hydration, circulation, and avoidance of toxins collectively create a robust environment in which nerve cells can communicate correctly, repair themselves, and reduce the abnormal firing that causes chronic pain. By committing to this approach, you move from temporary symptom relief to sustainable cellular level healing. Chronic nerve pain is not a sentence. It is a signal, a call from your body that something needs attention at its deepest level. Too often, people allow pain to dictate their lives, shaping their decisions, movements, and even their sense of identity. They begin to see themselves as limited, fragile, or incapable of functioning normally. But the reality is that the human body is remarkably resilient, and the nervous system has an innate capacity to repair itself when given the right environment. Empowering your body to recover means shifting your perspective from helplessness to agency. It means recognizing that pain is not just something to endure or medicate. It is a message, a guide, pointing toward the areas that require care, support, and intervention. By choosing to engage with your body consciously, you take control of the healing process instead of surrendering to fear and dependency. The first step in empowering your body is understanding that healing is a biological process, not a mystical event. Nerve cells have the ability to regenerate, to repair their protective myelin sheaths, and to reestablish proper communication pathways. The challenge is not that the body cannot heal, but that the cellular environment is often compromised. Inflammation, oxidative stress, nutrient deficiencies, poor circulation, and chronic stress all interfere with the body's natural repair mechanisms. By addressing these factors systematically, you give your nervous system the tools it needs to recover. Empowerment comes from taking intentional actions that support these processes, knowing that each choice contributes directly to the restoration of function and reduction of pain. Every aspect of your lifestyle plays a role in this empowerment. Nutrition provides the building blocks for cellular repair. When you fuel your body with nutrient-dense foods, rich in omega-3 fatty acids, B vitamins, antioxidants, and essential minerals, you supply nerve cells with the resources they need to repair damage and function optimally. Each meal becomes an opportunity to reinforce healing at the cellular level. On the other hand, a diet high in processed foods, sugars, and unhealthy fats can perpetuate inflammation, disrupt nerve signaling, and hinder recovery. Empowering yourself means recognizing the impact of these choices and consistently opting for nourishment that fuels regeneration rather than deterioration. Movement is another critical avenue of empowerment. Fear of exacerbating pain often leads people to avoid activity, but targeted, consistent movement stimulates circulation, delivers oxygen and nutrients to nerve cells, and triggers the production of neurotrophic factors that support nerve growth and repair. Gentle stretching, walking, or physical therapy exercises not only enhance physical function, but also send a powerful signal to the body that it is safe to heal. Empowerment emerges when you reclaim control over your body, moving with intention rather than limitation, and using movement as a tool to reinforce cellular repair and nerve stability. Stress management plays a profound role in breaking free from chronic pain. Persistent stress floods the body with cortisol, which amplifies inflammation and interferes with the body's repair mechanisms. By incorporating stress reduction techniques such as mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing, or even periods of quiet reflection, you create an internal environment where nerve cells can focus on healing rather than defending against people. Perceived threats, empowerment lies in realizing that, while you cannot always control external circumstances, you can influence how your body responds internally, reducing the negative impact of stress on nerve function. Sleep is another pillar of empowerment. During restorative sleep, the body engages in critical repair processes, producing growth factors and proteins that regenerate nerve cells and support healthy signaling. Without sufficient quality sleep, these processes are disrupted, leaving the nervous system vulnerable and pain persistent. By prioritizing sleep hygiene, creating a restful environment, and maintaining consistent routines, you actively contribute to the body's natural recovery processes. Empower yourself means taking responsibility for these foundational habits, knowing that they directly influence your capacity to heal. Hydration and circulation are equally essential. Nerve cells require a continuous supply of oxygen and nutrients to maintain optimal function. poor circulation and dehydration starve cells, slow repair, and exacerbate pain signals. By staying hydrated and engaging in activities that enhance blood flow, you support the delivery of vital nutrients and the removal of metabolic waste from the cellular environment. Each conscious step to improve circulation is a step toward reclaiming control over the way your nervous system functions, reducing hypersensitivity and promoting resilience. Empowerment also means breaking the psychological cycle that pain often creates. Chronic pain can foster fear, avoidance, and a sense of helplessness, which in turn exacerbates cellular dysfunction and maintain the cycle of suffering. By taking proactive measures through nutrition, movement, stress management, sleep, and circulation, you interrupt this cycle. You teach your nervous system that it is safe to function, to repair, and to thrive. Each small, intentional action compounds over time, reinforcing the capacity for recovery and gradually diminishing the hold that pain has over your life. Belief in your body's capacity to heal is a powerful force. Many people wait for external interventions to provide relief, assuming that their body cannot repair itself. But the reality is that the nervous system possesses intrinsic intelligence. It knows how to repair damage, restore myelin sheaths, and reestablish proper signaling. Empowering yourself means trusting this process, committing to the lifestyle interventions that facilitate repair, and recognizing that consistent, informed actions yield meaningful results. Every choice you make contributes to creating an internal environment where nerve cells can communicate properly, regenerate, and reduce the abnormal firing that causes pain. Ultimately, empowering your body to recover transforms the experience of living with nerve pain. You move from being a passive sufferer to an active participant in your healing journey. Pain no longer dictates your life because you have the knowledge, tools, and habits to influence your cellular environment and support recovery. By embracing this perspective, you reclaim control over your movements, your sensations, and your quality of life. You understand that nerve pain is not a permanent state, but a condition that can be managed, repaired, and even reversed through consistent intention. Al's support at the cellular level, empowerment is a mindset as much as it is a set of actions. It is the recognition that the body has the power to heal itself when given the right conditions, and that your daily choices, what you eat, how you move, how you manage stress, how you sleep, directly shape that environment. Each positive habit strengthens your nervous system, reduces inflammation, and enhances cellular repair. By committing to this approach, you break free from dependence on temporary fixes and embrace a proactive strategy that restores function, resilience, and confidence. You are not a passive observer of your pain. You are the architect of your recovery, capable of guiding your nervous system toward optimal health, long-term relief, and renewed vitality. The journey to overcoming nerve pain is not about chasing temporary relief or relying on quick fixes. It is about understanding that your body has the innate ability to heal when given the right environment, the right nutrients, and the right support. Pain is a signal, not a sentence, and it is your guide toward the changes your body needs at the deepest level. By addressing the root cause at the cellular level, reducing inflammation, nourishing your nerves, and supporting your overall nervous system through conscious lifestyle choices, you empower your body to repair itself naturally. Every movement, every healthy meal, every moment of stress management, and every night of restorative sleep compounds into a network of healing that your nerves rely on. You shift from a life dictated by pain to a life guided by intentional action, where your nervous system is supported, resilient, and capable of regeneration. The power to reclaim comfort, mobility, and vitality has always been within you, waiting for you to take the first conscious step toward it. Your nerves can heal, your body can recover, and your life can be lived fully without pain controlling your every move.